Alright, welcome to Little Witch Nobeta. I've been super excited for this game. I 100%ed the demo and the full update just came out, so yeah, I'm sort of pretty excited to jump back into this. Okay, let's delete this one, I think, right? Oh, don't delete like all of it. Oh, there's multiple fate? Okay. Yeah, let's just go with the middle one then. Yeah, so the thing with the difficulty is... Oh, they actually added... Okay, they added a description. I don't think that was there before. The difficulties were actually usually easy and normal. But people played on normal, and then they were complaining that they weren't good at the game, and they complained on the Steam forums. They're like, this is too hard, make it easier. They were told to play on easy, and they said, no, I don't want to play on easy. And the dev just sort of, instead of changing any balancing or anything, the dev just made it so that people could just pick standard mode, because standard mode doesn't sound as baby as easy mode. If you want to play this game, I definitely don't recommend playing on standard. It makes you like really hard to kill. You get some sort of like passive health regen. You take less damage. I think overall it's just a worse experience. So I'll definitely be doing advanced mode because we're not a baby. I think they're supposed to be voice acting now because there wasn't before. I wish there was an auto button. I think there is. I don't want to accidentally skip dialogue. Oh, I just got an achievement apparently. I think that was something sort of unrelated. Oh wait, where's my... Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm trying to remember how to play this. I may need to up that. I'll think about upping the sensitivity. So, yeah, okay. This is very inspired by the Souls series. We got the whole stamina bar going on. We've got these, which are essentially bonfires. It's definitely more forgiving though. You don't always lose all your... Oh, like you have the same sort of soul. The lighting looks a bit better as well. Just be me though. It's been a while since I played this. Actually, do we have any of the... I'm not sure where it would be. Settings? No, maybe you have to reach another statue then. Because they've added outfits. I'm not sure whether I have any or not. Yeah, you have like the same currency like souls and everything. Yeah, aiming and shooting, that's fine. There's melee attacks and jumping. You just hold it or no? No, you have to single shoot. Oop, hope my aim wasn't... This guy's dodging. There we go. Can I use a charge attack? Yeah, I can. Okay. Guess we'll get to that later. This recovers mana, right? Yeah. So weak spots do more damage. So for these guys, it's the heads. Also, while they're dying. Oh, I shouldn't do that. When they're sort of keeled over like that, you can actually whack them for some mana regen. So the melee attack is like really slow and weak, but it does give you mana back. It does help charge your whatever spell you're trying to cast. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you do have a lot of stamina. Much like souls, it's used for sprinting and... Wait, really? This hurts if you... Oh, you're shooting me. Right, okay. There we go. Alright. So much like souls, it does have, like it's used for sprinting, but you can see it takes ages for it to go down. And even with... I guess you can't do too many dodges, but if you're... Yeah, if you're out of stamina and try to dodge, you fall over. So it's very punishing if you try and spam it too much. I think they might have upped how much stamina it takes to dodge. Broken cross spear. Okay, that's new. Is that in here? What are you playing? So I guess this is lore stuff, right? Weapon used by church troops. To the sphere is the same as the church's emblem, which serves to teach a valuable lesson to anyone who would consider betraying the church. So there was a sort of manga series, somewhat, developed alongside this. I don't think it was ever fully translated though, so I didn't really look into it. But there was like a lot of sort of lore put into this. Oh, that's the it's another tip. Yeah, okay. Should be safe here, right? Please, is it? Yeah, this guy. Yeah, what I was saying earlier, there's the same sort of currency that Souls has, sorry. So it's in the bottom left there. We have 18. That's used for... I've got another item, but I want to finish my thought. It's used for leveling up. I think, if I remember right, you don't actually lose it when you die. Or at least all of it. Yeah, it's fine. But if you use certain items to heal and such, you do lose some of it. That sort of makes sense. We'll get to that later. But as you can see here, if you dodge at the specific time, you actually get mana back. That's something I really like about this. Is it's sort of a not really risk reward, but it rewards you for good play, I guess. It's some of the better magic system I've seen in a game. It's very satisfying when you play well like that. Oh. And you're sort of rewarded for it. You'll get a parry later as well, but that one's more so a risk reward system. So one thing, I guess will teach us about the charging thing later. Oh, I just hit that in the face. So if you're playing on standard by now, I probably would have taken like half as much damage, and you sort of regen health over time, which makes it a really simple game. And since it's like a Souls game, it sort of eliminates almost the fundamentals of it, where you're supposed to reach. You're supposed to get good enough to reach the next bonfire, the resources you have, not just sort of blunder your way through it. So here we get our first item. You gonna tell us about? Right, okay. So we can use it to toss it. Which is this? No, don't use. No, stop. Jesus. Okay. So pressing the numbers on the keypad also uses it apparently. So the cool thing about that is you actually sort of like the SS flask, you physically pull the item out. And the thing is, if you get hit during that animation, during this one, so you can sort of dodge out of it to cancel it. But if you get hit during that animation, you actually drop it on the ground and you then have to pick it up again, which sort of raises the tension during a fight. There's this too. So, I sort of had trouble with this jump the first time. I think an easier way of doing this is to get up here. Here we go. Yeah, so attacking in the air sort of levitates you a bit, and you can use that for certain jumps. Hopefully I'm going to remember to get all the chests as well. There is full damage as well, I think. I believe there's a way to sort of cheese out the jump as well, if I can... Ooh, maybe... Did they get rid of that? Oh, it looks like they got rid of that. I thought that was an intended feature. Yeah, it seems like they got rid of it. You used to be able to, if you did the mid-air levitate and then shot, you could attack again, and you could essentially just like float everywhere. Alright, I have to play that up. That's sort of going to make some of the chests a bit more challenging. Wait, do I have to whack this or... No, I do have to whack it. Certain one of these stones need either certain ways or spells to be able to break. I think there's one coming up soon that we actually can't break just yet. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, so no, when you fall, you actually take stamina damage. And I think maybe if it's far enough that you lose all your stamina, you might take health damage. So is this a level up now? Right, okay. I don't think I ever used the trade system. It's also got to do to break barrels, especially around the statues. 1 second. Because they'll usually have items in there. And then this is what I was talking about. So this one's a slightly darker gem, and it increases the curse value. So if you have a curse on you, you actually lose your currency when you die. No, don't do that. You actually lose your currency when you die, at least part of it. And the more you use the more you'll lose. So you can use a costume here, okay. Right, okay, so I've got... Does this do... Okay. I've only got a few of them. I guess I'll stick with this for now. Maybe once we reach the next part I'll switch it up. There were 2 more, which I thought were going to be free, but it looks like they're paid DLC, which I'm not a huge fan of. So here we have our sort of... Is that always there? I'm not sure if haste was always there. Haste and spell casting extended restore time. Well, maybe it was actually. No, actually it might have been. Yeah, okay. So we have a sort of very basic souls level up sort of thing. We have health, mana, stamina. They're all pretty self-explanatory. Then the split is sort of strength. So physical attack power isn't very important. You're not going to be killing a lot of things with physical hits. But it does up your passive mana regen and aiming stability. I'm not sure how much of a role aiming stability actually plays, but the mana regen is helpful. Intelligence is damage, so we'll definitely get a point in that. And I think haste is pretty important too. I'm trying to think. I think for now, we'll stick with... We'll do another intelligence. And then maybe mana. No, we have enough for health as well, I guess. I said haste was important, but there's... I'll probably show it off later. There's better ways to charge your spell than sort of with haste. Maybe... I'll just leave the rest for now, because like I said, you actually lose stuff when you die. I believe right up here it should sort of show off. No, maybe not. Oops, hitting the wrong thing. So you can see our mana sort of coming back as we hit that guy. And then we'll also get this mana from killing them. So it's not that hard to get mana back. So here we get the major part, and probably one of the biggest mechanics is charging a spell. So each spell has sort of a secondary almost effect. The spells are almost like guns, I would say, with this being this sort of, I don't know if I call it a pistol. I guess maybe a pistol? Oh, she's actually chanting now. She's saying something, I can't understand it though. So when you start charging up, you get this bar filling up in the corner. I think it may be filling up faster because we're next to the gem. And then it slowly goes down as well over time. I guess I might have just lost it there too. But the idea is the sort of secondary effect, it can pierce, and it also has a slight explosion effect. Yeah, like that. So they're trying to hit that stone in the back. I think we got it. Oh no, it's still there. So if you might have seen just then, when we got the mana from killing that guy, it actually charged our spell up a bit. And that's sort of the main way you can sort of charge up your spell. And that's why I like the magic combat in this game. That's sort of what I was talking about earlier with the sort of rewarding you. Because as you're charging up a spell, you can essentially dodge enemies or parry them or hit them with melee, and you charge up your own spell faster. Yeah, there we go. Attacking the enemy, dodging and absorbing. So that includes this as well. If there's any magic in pots, it'll also count towards it. Not really sure how we heard him from outside. I think there's only Japanese voices as well. I would have used them anyway, but I'm pretty sure there's no... I see, like there, it's sort of fully charge our spell pretty quick because we dodged that attack. If we can hit this guy. Okay, well he moved, but that's alright. I think mana is going to be the biggest issue currently. But yeah, meleeing, I think I have to learn to melee more than I usually do. I think I screwed that one up. Oops. I guess that's what happens also when you shoot. Before you're fully charged, you lose it. I don't remember that sort of black circle being there either. Here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got rid of the floating exploit. I thought for sure the dev said it was intentional, but I guess not. Maybe he was just referring to the regular float. I really wish there was an auto button. I might need to edit the sound a bit because the voices sound really quiet compared to the music and effects and all that. There is a lock-on button too, but because I'm playing with the mouse, I think I tried the lock-on, and it just feels really weird. There's no real sort of way to explain it, other than, like, if you're using a mouse, you sort of want to be able to free look, and when the camera's sort of locked onto something, and you're trying to read the camera with the mouse, it feels really weird. I think it's a good idea with the controller. Actually, I might just see if I can... Oh, okay. Whoops. For some reason that was low. Yeah, that might be better. I did look like I got a new item. Tool used by the church to extract information remaining within the crafted soul to determine its power level. It is no surprise such an item would appear in a castle used as a facility for crafted soul study. So we'll get more about the... That's interesting. There's a return and an exit. Okay, so the exit takes you fully out of the menu. Gotcha. Oh, so this guy appears in the manga, I'm pretty sure. Sort of skimmed through it, but because it wasn't in English, I didn't really go into it. Rubber coin imprinted with a legendary hero's face. Any explorer would be fortunate to stumble upon such a find. But having to wade through a castle full of monsters to get it isn't quite so lucky. So I believe this guy is a father of a character we meet later. Okay, that's kind of cool. I managed to see whether they actually did get translated at some point. I think the first one did, but then none of the others did. I think we'll have our first sort of big enemy up soon as well. I think he's over this way. Yeah, here he is. These guys, they look kind of goofy, but they're like surprisingly tough. Yeah, because they take a charged blast like it's nothing. It's their attacks that I always just sort of... Yeah, I can never dodge them properly. I really need to learn the timing better on that. Oh, so we got something else as well. I wonder what determines these drops, whether they're set in stone or random. Because these items definitely went in the base game. I mean the demo. Armor belonging to a high cavalier made from a rare metal that's both light and strong. Judging by the damage it suffered, the only likely fell to something greater than a mere human. I don't know if that's anyone special's armor. I thought there was something. Yeah, there's you down here. I thought that's where the armed guy was. Yeah, mana regen's... I might have to up strength because the mana regen's pretty slow without the... I guess it's not that bad. Right, so the first... Oh wait, no, that's not even what I was thinking of. Never mind. So that's just like a... Is this one maybe? No. We got a hat. Covering worn by the Church Witch. Any skilled witch is an oppressive force on the battlefield, so she neither seeks nor needs protection in combat. I believe that's a character from the manga as well. So this is just like a sort of buff item. I don't think I really use them too much. Just because they're consumable and you don't get them back. I guess you could buy them at the shop. But again, I don't think I ever even used the shop. I felt like it was more important to just upgrade your stats. Right, so I think this is where we sort of get our first roadblock. Oh, this is a curse as well. So if we use that shitty healing item, we'll get cursed and then we'll lose some of our souls when we die. Yeah, there's usually these things next to a statue. That's sort of so if you're fighting a boss, you'll spawn at the statue when you die, and you can quickly get to. These are the meager ones. Can you sell these? Surely not. Trade. No, you can't. Okay. Wait, what is? Oh, so that's just blank for now. So. Right, so it's just health, mana, defense. So what is this one? Okay, so we'll get to these later. These are they're similar to the buff crystals, but you can actually put them on the ground, and they'll regenerate mana for you. I think the other one does health, right? Yeah. So they're sort of interesting. Let's enhance. I guess we want strength then because we need more. Oh wait, that's not. Oh yeah, mana regen. That's what we want. Maybe a point of stamina because it's cheap. more intelligence. Probably don't need more health now. Maybe mana and haste. I think these all max out at, or at least they used to max out at 10. They probably go higher now. Actually, I think it was 30, wasn't it? I think it was 30. It's me as well. No, we don't need more stamina just yet. So is this one the red block? Or is it the other way? No, it's the other way. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because I believe we do come back here later. Somehow. I think we come through that way. Maybe. Because we have this thing right now, and as you can see, it's regenerating faster than we can kill it. And you can't actually see one of the enemies down there. That's interesting. So she's sort of like moves her staff to the side when you get close to something. So we can't go that way just yet. We need a different spell to be able to break that stone. Oh no, it's this way we come through. One of these ways. There's a lever on... There's a door on that side. Yeah, I think we come through this way. I'm actually kind of curious as to how... Like, what would have happened if I loaded my save that had already beaten the demo. Because if you beat the demo, you can go to, like, New Game Plus 3 to 2, and you can, like, max out all your magic. And it wouldn't seem like you should be able to have the high level magics with you. It's sort of hard to explain. Basically, if you play through the demo once, you get a level 1 spell. If you go into New Game Plus 1 and 2, you get that to level 3. I'm curious whether they let you keep the level 3 spell if you keep going from that save point. So I think we want to swap this one. Yeah, no, swap it. Okay, I guess you can't swap, you have to actually physically drop it. Maybe actually what I should do is... Yes, this is the lock-on. I'm not going to do that because it just feels weird. Yeah, okay, that's just reteaching you. I think I'm actually going to use this now. And pick this up. Hopefully I won't die to the first boss. So this is pretty much the tutorial boss, but I think I remember he can hit pretty hard. And he swings surprisingly fast. It's mainly this attack that you need to dodge through. I think you want to basically just be using the charge attack, right? Because it knocks him around. And then you can get a couple of shots at his head. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Oh god, okay. I think my gem protected me there a bit. I don't think he had voice acting before too. Actually not sure if I liked that or not. I think I liked him better when he was silent. I don't grab these things. Okay. That one's not too bad, but I think it does a shit ton of damage if you get hit. Oh god. Okay, so this is mainly what you're going to be doing if I wouldn't get hit. Oh god, yeah, I'm just, I need to use this actually. Oop. I'm running out of stamina too, okay. Let's calm things down a bit. There we go. Oh, how did I not charge that up? There we go, okay. Let's not get hit like 5 times in a row again. So this is mainly what you should be doing in boss fights, is sort of charging up, walking around, and if you're more confident, you should be like dodging directly into their attacks. That was a bit rough. I feel like I shouldn't have needed to use an item there, but you could have also melee attacked to get your magic back, but I wonder if that armor is actually a named character at all. Whether it's just like an animated piece of armor, or whether it's someone's soul actually in there. Oh, I thought this was a... I thought the cat was a guy, but it seems like it's a girl, actually. And I had Seon. Right. So we got a little bit of mystery going on as well. Because it seems like the cat knows more than we do currently. Oh, an axe. 3 meters long. It is beyond the skill of any normal human to wield. Perhaps it was designed for use by the church's dole unit. Maybe actually. Oh, no soul shop. That's a lot of items. Faithful servant remain loyal even after meeting their tragic fate. A crafted soul is essentially soul essence combined from several souls. The most resilient soul within the bunch usually becomes the one in control. Okay, so I guess that explains why we get multiple souls when we defeat an enemy. Oh, so you can see in the bottom left now we have that curse symbol going on. Are you gonna... Oh, this is new, right? Learn about wind element jumping, yeah, that's helpful. You want to click on elemental magic. Oh, there's 6 of them. There's only 4 in the. I keep going to say base game, but it's the demo. Yeah, so we have a double jump now. Unless maybe it's the double jump you needed for the exploit. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff around here. Maybe that was an important character. Massive heavy sword. Only a true hero gifted with the crafted soul fragments would have enough strength to wield it. Such a hero would be blessed with a truly magnificent power. What was the other one? Shield, right? Emblazoned with a large emblem of the church, it has seen bloodshed on an impossible scale in battles against those who opposed the church. Its duty came to an end when its wielder fell and the Night Kingdom perished. So I'm almost thinking these belonged to someone who then became the Spectre armor. Yes, we get a... Oh, yeah, we could... There we go. Get a bit of a double jump now. Isn't there something along here? Maybe it's further on. I thought it was along here. Oh, it's these lanterns. I believe some of these are unlit. There's like an achievement or something for lighting all of them. They were sort of a pain to find. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can read. Absorption. Oh, is that? Right, okay, so this is basically the parry. If you do a melee attack right as something is about to hit you, you basically parry it, and you get health and mana back, and it charges the spell you were trying to cast. It's a lot more riskier than the dodge, but it's a lot more rewarding because it can give you health back. Unfortunately, it's in a sort of awkward spot because it's like if you're in the position that you need health back, you sort of don't want to be doing risky moves like that. So yeah, it's sort of in an odd spot for a move like that. So let's change costumes now. I'll go with this one because this one you get spoilers, I guess. We get for defeating the next boss. So I guess it makes sense to change it into this one. Way more mana, right? Felt like we were running out of that. Maybe stamina? Just because it's cheap, and then do more damage. I always have exactly enough to level up stamina, but it's not super important. I guess we'll leave it at that for now. Does this change how our staff looks? Yeah, it does too. Okay. To activate counterattack. Yeah. Okay. It might be a good idea to try it out now. I know one of you are alive. Somewhere. There we go. Oh, both of you are alive, actually. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it does damage to anyone who walks into it, too. It is also sort of an enemy. It's like an odd button to press, like attacking, pressing melee, but when you... Like having melee and parry be the same button is sort of odd. Oh god, okay. Wasn't expecting you to jump like that. For the most part, you probably better off just dodging. It's mainly in boss fights where you want to be able to parry like that. I thought I heard something moving around. Okay. Oh, didn't get to hit it before it regened. Oh. I see, now we're doing... Was that a single hit that did that much damage? So there was something there too, is that certain enemies, when they die, they actually spawn another one. Which is somewhat annoying. I don't want to get health back, but... yeah, something I don't remember if I said before. Oh, see, there we go. It's pretty obvious when it happens, but it can also catch you off guard if you're not paying attention. Yeah, something else too is that you probably don't want to be spamming the melee attack. If you do 4 in a row... Oh, maybe not actually. I thought you got locked in. No, you can dodge out of it, actually. Yeah, the last attack is like a really big... It's like a really big swing and it's slow. But I guess you can just dodge out of it if you need to. I don't feel confident parrying these guys. I want to parry something though, because I want to get that little bit of health back. Oh, okay, Jesus. I actually die here too. Okay, there we go. I am almost tempted to just like... yeah, actually let's just use this. There we go. I was gonna actually try and go back and heal up at the statue, but that does respawn everything. So this is just a sort of weird thing. Yeah, that still works. You're supposed to like shoot that or hit it, but you can dodge into it and do damage. I remember this part being annoying, right? I'm pretty sure there's like 3 guys up there that shoot at you. And I think there's a... yeah, one of you... big dudes. Yep, there's the guy that shoots. I don't even reach him, actually. I'll deal with you first, then. Oh. Yeah, see, I dodged way too early with those. I should just use small ones on you, then. Because he's like 2 attacks and they have, like, drastically different timings. Like, that one comes out really quick. Oh, actually, he has 3 attacks. No, we're good. Okay. I hit you. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's just you guys I have to deal with now. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now there is an item over there. I guess I did want to try whether I can... No, I think they actually did remove that. Oh, you can kind of do it, I think. No, not quite. No, you can't do another melee attack in the air afterwards. I might try it again when we get... There's another spell that makes it easier. But it definitely seems like they just removed it. Yeah, so these are things you can light up. I think I probably missed one already. Because now I have to wonder how I can get over there. So I think I remember you needed the... You need to sort of abuse that levitate thing to get over there. I'm not sure if you can make that with a regular jump. That seems way too far. I see, I think this is partly why it's better with the mouse. Excuse me. Because you can sort of snipe enemies pretty easily. So I believe that way is the... Thank you. I think this way leads it back over to... Oh god. Over to where those guys were shooting us from. I do also like the little skid animation that happens. If I could get it going again. There we go. Just a nice little touch.